Thank you for coming back to my favorite space. I'm T. I don't know if you can tell or not, but I am ecstatic. That's the way I feel today. Why? First of all, I've been meatless since December 28th. I'm bringing you another meatless meal today. But the most ecstatic thing is that I'm making homemade ravioli. Ravioli from scratch. And the ironic thing is, I've never even tasted ravioli before, let alone made it. But just take a look. Okay, right now I'm putting in 1.5 cups of semolina flour, about 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and I'm putting this into my food processor. The food processor starts the kneading process and makes it much easier and faster for me. So I'm adding 2 tablespoons of oil and 2 tablespoons of water to 2 eggs. Right now, as you can see, I'm whipping them. I'm doing this so it could be better incorporated into the flour. So I'm putting the lid on now, and I'm going to just put it on a high speed until it forms like everyone knows. Now, if you're making this and it's a little dry, you add more liquid. If it's a little wet, you add more flour. So now I'm taking it out and putting it on the table. And all I'm doing now is kneading, pushing out away from me, and doing it with the heel of my hand. Rolling it up, finishing off the kneading process, a nice neat ball. So you want to wrap it up with saran wrap to keep it moist, to keep it soft, and allow it to rest. Right now, let's make some filling for our ravioli. I love feta cheese. It's a flavorful cheese, so that's what I'm using. I'm using a cup. I'm using a stick of cream cheese and a cup of grated Parmesan cheese. I'm adding some parsley just for color. And I've already sauteed a very small onion and about 4 garlic cloves in olive oil because I wanted to give it a little more flavor. Little pepper and just a little bit of salt. And I'm going to smash this or mix this all together until it's very well incorporated. Now I'm adding an egg to this. The egg is just going to help it become more creamier and stick together. So that's done. So now it's back to the dough. I stuck my finger in it just to see if it was soft, and it is. So I'm dividing it into 4 pieces because I only need to work with 1 small piece at a time. The ones that I'm not using, I'll cover them up to make sure they stay nice and moist and soft. So right now I'm just pressing it out evenly, and I'm putting it through a manual pasta maker. And I put it on the widest setting. What you just saw, I folded it over like an envelope just to put it back through the pasta machine. It helps to make it more rectangular. So I'll put that in quite a few times on the widest width, and then I'll put it on the more narrow width to get it nice and thin. The perfect, what should I say, the perfect texture, or not texture, but the perfect, oh, I can't think of the word, but anyway, you want it to be thin. You want to be able to see your fingers through the actual pasta. So I'm using my scooper, I'm dividing them, I'm winging it, like this is my first time. So I put the filling down, and right now I'm just wetting the pasta with water just so it can adhere to the top piece of pasta. So I'm taking my fingers, using my hands just to mat it down, you know, like so. So I have this cookie cutter, biscuit cutter that I use, and I'm cutting them all out. One thing I like about pasta dough, you can use it and reuse it and reuse it. There's no waste as long as you keep it moist in your saran wrap. So I took my fork, and you know how people do a pie crust. I just pressed it in there so the filling won't come out. Putting it on a floured piece of parchment paper, and we're going to keep them on that, put them in the refrigerator until it's time to cook them. And this is how they look once I got them all finished. These are dried, sun-dried tomatoes. They come in packages like this. So I just chopped them up about a half a cup. And then I'm going to put my I quartered my mushrooms. I'm making a ravioli, spinach, and mushroom dish today. So you could use any kind of mushrooms that you like. You can slice them, you can quarter them, or you can keep them whole. So I'm going to let this fry or get soft for about 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, look how nice and golden my mushrooms look. And my sun-dried tomatoes, they're getting soft as well. This is so pretty. It's been 3 minutes. So now I'm going to take some fresh spinach. This is about 5 ounces of fresh spinach. And I'm going to take just about 4 garlic cloves of minced garlic. And I'm going to cook this until it wilts. And then we're going to put the ravioli in the water. Get my ravioli. Now the water is boiling, not too rapidly, but just enough. So we're going to dump them in, and not too many at a time. These are going to boil for about 3 to 4 minutes until they come up to the top. Yeah. I'll put one more in there. Okay. So we'll check our ravioli is done. I'm going to take them out, and what you want to do, you want to put them on a towel because you don't want your plate, see like I'm doing right here, you don't want your plate, I'm going to just lay them down right here. You don't want your plate to be filled with water. So you take them out and put them on a paper towel or a dry dish towel and just let them drain like so. They look marvelous to me. So now I'm going to take the dried tomatoes with a little bit of salt, a little bit of red pepper flakes, and some pepper. Stir that up a little bit, and I'm going to put each of our ravioli pieces in here. Here's the ravioli, and just put a little bit on. Just keep it in the pot. We'll just put a little bit on top, a little bit of the flavor right on the top. That's our finished product. Parsley. I'm going to grate a little bit of Parmesan cheese. And I'm going to taste it.
Go.
So now it's time to eat. Uh-oh, look at this. So I'm going to have to lift it up so you could truly see the inside of that. See it? Then I'm going to oh my goodness. Where do I begin? Where do I begin? The cream cheese, the feta, the combination. Oh my goodness. One more bite. The noodles are off the chain. And just to think, I've never had ravioli before. What a way to start a new way of eating. I'm loving it. I gotta go. Jay and I are gonna have our dinner. This is mushroom, sun-dried tomatoes, and spinach. We have a salad to go along with it. These noodles are off the chain. Remember, good people, like me, subscribe to me, and don't you ever forget, the new sexy is being healthy, baby. Wait a minute. I don't know what it is, but I looked out the window this morning and saw the vitamin D. Had to get out there and get me some. And the snow, so beautiful. So clean, so crisp. I didn't think I'd be able to do the hula hoop as well as I was doing, simply because of all the clothes I had on. But hey, if you know what you're doing, you know what you're doing. So I had no problem whatsoever, and I'm happy about it. It did fall down a couple of times, but hey, it comes with the territory, and I'm okay with it. Anywho, thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. All done.